Hello lurkers and hello all you archaeologists. I'm John Proxy and I'm having an AI, the Somnium files adventure. I'm gonna load my game. Because that's how I get to my game. Otherwise we're just sitting on the menu forever and this would be an incredibly boring stream. So yes, let's load. Day 2 at the talent agency, I guess. We're about to leave, I believe, if I remember correctly. There's our players. Important characters in the game. That's a nice reminder of what's going on. I like the way they did that, that's cool. I've got a dead pixel on the screen. The receptionist. There's A-set. Odor. We are loading the menu. We are going to the Bloom Park. There we go. Won't lie, my choices were limited. Yum. There you go. Okay. Well, driving around in my automobile. Okay, I don't want to be too good at that singing, lest I, I get one of those copyright strikes. Can I talk? And check the log. Ooh, I get a green. Gotta watch the road, of course. Although my AI is blocking the road with the girl to our left. Do I get choices? I've got an auto button. I've been too scared to press that in case it automatically does things you don't want to do. Oh, hang on. We can do stuff. I completely forgot the central conceit of the game. Oh, there we go. That's how we select her. Okay. There's the dashboard. The dashboard. The dash has a ton of stuff built in. Hello, Mini Coupe. I am a motorist. It's like driving a real car, but I'm on the wrong side, and I don't know how to drive a car in real life. But apart from that, it's identical. The dash has a ton of stuff built in. Has a speedometer, a tachometer, and other meters too. And gauges. Ooh. What about the wheel? The car isn't domestic. It's made in Australia, so the steering wheel is on the right side. Okay. Oh yeah, hang on. This is... that's also because they drive on the left side of the road. Yeah, this car is the right way around. I didn't even consider the car was going to be the correct way around. Anything else? The road. Let's talk to A-set. About Ota?
Why do you ask?
Well, there's been a murder, A-set.
You two are very close for an idol and a fan.
Ota is special. He really is like a hero to me.
Hero, huh?
Little gear. Uh-huh. About Mizuki.
We're good friends. We go to movies and karaoke and go shopping together. She's really good at listening to me bitch and moan about my problems. I'm so much older than her, but it really doesn't even feel like it.
Right. I don't know if you know any of the context of what's going on right now. Why did you become an idol? Seems really soon important.
I guess it was because I've always wanted to be famous, you know? I want to be famous, get on TV, be a household name.
But you're not there yet.
It's alright. Internet stars do better if they don't sell out.
No, they don't.
Internet star?
Ota didn't tell you? I'm most famous on the internet. I do songs, and dances, and play video games and stuff on stream.
This is written by an old person. Everyone has to sell out. Like, even the smallest YouTuber has to sell, you know, audible.com Those are the good ones.
Have you heard of Shovel Forge?
I've not heard of Shovel Forge.
Shovel Forge is a game in which you manipulate cubes on the terrain to build structures.
Oh, it's Minecraft, yes.
I've been focusing a lot on that game lately.
What about being on TV?
I'm not very popular yet. I can only get on TV as a background singer or something.
That's still quite good.
I don't get many gigs either.
Why would I care if she had questions? I'll do that anyway.
Questions. Questions. Ah, what's it like being a detective?
Wouldn't know much about that. I'm not a detective.
Mm-hmm. But you are a cop, right?
Right. But I'm not on the crimes unit.
Then what unit are you in?
G Unit.
What indeed?
I'm a
You're
psychic
gonna tell
detective.
me? Please?
No, I'm not. I'm like a internet psychic detective. Like, I do cyber brain stuff.
What are you doing?
Just thinking about posting that video.
Whoa, hold up now.
Well then, tell me!
How did you start working at the Lemmiscate?
Well, at first all I did was stream from home. And then, not to sound cocky, but I started getting pretty big. I started getting offers from agencies.
And one of them was Lemniscate?
Well, not exactly.
Huh?
My mom's actually an old friend of the president of the agency.
Friend of Renju's?
Yeah. So I asked him for advice one day. You know, you have to be careful. Even a place that looks legitimate with an office and everything can be sketchy.
I just realised, because not knowing how to drive, admitting that to somebody called Mini Coop, it might be sacrilege.
And my mom and I didn't know anything about the industry at all.
I have a bicycle.
Anyway, one day Mr. Okiura said to come see him at his office, and he hooked me up.
About that video.
You know, now that I think about it, wouldn't you get in trouble for that video too?
What?
The video. You're an idol, right? You have a status to maintain. If that video went viral, I think you'd be in trouble too.
It's okay,
It is?
because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
What?
I can see into the future. I know when I'm going to die. Just kidding!
I hope so.
Anyway, I'm not going down without a fight. So I will release that video if you don't cooperate.
We're having to take her to a murder scene.
I'm part of a special investigation unit known as Abyss.
Date!
I don't have a choice.
What's Abyss?
I've got a magic eyeball. Just delete the video, magic eyeball. Then we can take it back.
Advanced Brain Investigation Squad.
We really wanted it to sound like Abyss.
Public doesn't know about it.
Wow, cool!
I mean, we don't investigate brains, we investigate minds, but Abyss didn't sound as good.
Don't tell anyone.
I promise I won't. I swear to the Egyptian goddess Isis.
Alright, I mean, that's not a terribly good goddess to swear to right now. Ask for her real name.
By the way, I didn't catch your name.
You really want to know?
It's okay if you don't want to tell me.
Iris.
Huh.
Iris is Sagan.
Really, you're gonna put somebody called Sagan in a sci-fi game?
I know, weird, right?
Ratty cake, baker's man.
That's not.
Me a cake as fast as you can.
It's patty cake, not that.
Poke it, fill it with fruit.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
If I could remember any lyrics from Iris, I would say them right now, but I don't, so I won't. We're back at Bloom Park, where we found the body.
Excuse me, Yukaname Date?
I was asking.
That's right.
And the girl?
She's an important witness for this case.
Yep.
We've got business here.
Oh, okay.
It's completely fine with me being a civilian. Okay, fair enough. Iris couldn't hold back her excitement and rushed onto the scene. Hopefully she's not the murderer. The roof of the merry-go-round. Okay, I've read all these before. There's a hole in it now from all the years of withering. Okay, let's just talk to Iris. What are you doing?
I was trying to find some clues.
She's a natural detective, huh?
No, Date. I think literally anyone would do that.
Mr. Date, was the body on top of this horse here?
Didn't you see it? You're the witness.
Yeah, that's the one.
Seems like some kind of ritual murder to me.
What? How would you... What?
Maybe a religious cult sacrificing her to the devil or something. They conducted their ritual here. Like shadowy, hooded figures going around and around.
No, you don't. You need to offer some kind of proof to your assertion.
Stabbing her one by one.
That's quite an imagination. But, do you have any proof?
I do.
Well, let's hear it.
Why do you think it was a ritual murder?
The horses. Horse?
Horse.
Sounds kind of like Horus, right?
No. I mean, I bit, yes, but no.
What are you talking about?
You don't know Horus?
I know Horus. He committed heresy against the Emperor. Oh, it was a whole thing. There were 20... There were Space Marine. There were 20 legions of Space Marines. And Horus, he was... There were babies, and there were magical gene babies made from the Emperor's genes. And the demons. Demons sent them all over the galaxy, they did. And they grew up really fast because they were like super babies. Like the film Baby Geniuses, but like with Space Marines. And Horus was the first one who was found. He was the Emperor's favourite son, he was. And his legion got renamed to the Sons of Horus. Yes, that was it. Anyway, yeah, I know all about Horus. You're probably talking about the Egyptian Horus. I know about him as well. You know, the Horus from Warhammer was named after the Egyptian Horus. Zybal. I've completely forgotten anything of the original Japanese Egyptian Horus. I also know, if you want an anagram, that it's an anagram of the word hours. But
Horus is the Egyptian god of the sky and sun.
the sky and the sun. There we go.
The right eye is the eye of Ra, and that's the sun.
Yes. There's no Ra. He's in Stargate.
The left eye is the eye of Wadjet, and that one is the moon.
Wadjet's not as popular as Ra. it's something about these very small names. Like it's it doesn't. If you want to invoke like gods and stuff, Ra is a really good one. Just because the less letters there is, the more important it seems. It's my theory for why like God as a word works really well. But Ra is excellent as well. There's also L, E-L, and N, E-N. They work well as well. Wadjet, less so. You've added in a pesky syllable there, and some uncomfortable letters are clashing. That D and that J.
It's the same idea behind the Eye of Providence.
I know the Eye of Providence. It's on the dollar bill, right? The dollar bill, y'all, on top of the pyramid.
The Eye of Providence?
The all-seeing eye.
Yes, it's a pretty weird thing to put on your money.
Oh, I see. Just like what's on the back of a $1 bill.
Indeed.
Yeah, exactly. The Eye of Providence is supposed to be the symbol of Freemasonry and the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Starting to see the picture?
No. I assume this is a joke.
Not really.
I sincerely hope it's a joke. Have you been here before? I'm assuming it's a joke about... Oh, you could link these things together, but a real case. It's not going to be that. I hope it's not.
When I was younger, but not since it closed. Kawasaki is restricted, right? No one's supposed to be
Yeah,
here.
it would have to be a joke, because it wouldn't be a horse in Japanese, would it? Oh, I want to know what the original Japanese line said now. Unless she spoke English.
This amusement park, Bloom Park, is located at the heart of the Kawasaki district. It was closed 8 years ago. The closure was due to an accident at a nearby chemical plant.
I was in my eye. It's an AI. It's an AI ball.
An explosion caused massive amounts of chemical pollutants to contaminate the area.
Ah, Bloom indeed.
The government quickly issued evacuation orders. Eventually, the entire district was deemed unsafe for habitation and restricted. Therefore, Bloom Park was permanently closed.
But a restricted area doesn't mean much if there aren't enough officers to patrol it. There's still plenty of ways in. You can even get in by boat.
I mean, you're gonna really want to get into a restricted area if you take a boat.
Hell, some people ignore the evac order and are still living here.
Are they okay?
I don't know.
We just brought a teenager here.
But if anything happened to them, it'd be their own fault.
Are we safe?
Tell her no, and then you can get rid of her.
We are, yeah.
No, tell her no!
Decontamination for this area is basically done. The chemical concentration around here isn't high enough to hurt you.
Could have... Daddy, what are you doing?
You could run a marathon here and be okay.
But it's still off limits, right?
Yes, legally. That keeps the media out, at least. I'm glad. It's quieter than it usually is.
Why do you... No, we asked this.
I remember Ota describing the scene. He said there was an ice pick stabbed into the corpse's left eye socket. Horus? Providence? Left eye?
Yeah, but the horse thing doesn't make any sense. Odin makes more sense than Horus.
There has to be some kind of meaning to this.
Wait, what did you just say?
What?
The left eye.
The ice pick was inside the victim's left eye socket?
Yeah?
Ota told you that? He's sure that's what he saw.
Yeah. Why?
When we arrived at the scene, the ice pick was not in the victim's eye socket.
If Ota's telling the truth...
He would have no reason to lie about such a detail.
He could have missaw it. That happens. It's a shocking scene. He probably would have left very quickly.
Tinazuki?
He could have very easily imagined the ice pick. very stressful situation.
Hey, Iris, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, but you're wasting your time.
Eyewitness accounts, you know, aren't as good as like photographs or, you know, literal evidence. It's not a pun. I mean, it is a pun, but it wasn't intended.
What do you mean?
The cops already scoured the place. They didn't find any leads, not a single clue. If they had, they would have notified Iba.
Iba?
My partner.
Your partner? I don't see anybody.
She's right in front of your eyes.
Or is she in front of my eyes?
Huh?
Local cop. Last night I found Mizuki inside the central column. Why was she in there? Iris is investigating the horse, looking over it curiously. Okay, I should investigate the horse. Well.
Last night, Shoko's corpse was on top of the horse.
It has been removed.
No, it hasn't. The horse is still there. Yeah, I'm surprised this wasn't particularly big.
The body has been transported to headquarters for autopsy and review.
I guess. Hello, Silento. By the way, I mean, I know Danganronpa was pretty big, but I didn't play Danganronpa until after I played Zero Escape. Like I realised that lots of people associated the two, and I was like, okay, I should play Danganronpa. And I went for all three of them, as you do. But I think the thing about Danganronpa, because I've considered this as an idea, is that it's got a big cast of people, and you can pick your favourites, and so it's not just the mystery, it's that there's lots of young people in it. And I think if you want lots of people to play something, you need lots of wacky characters. And this is more of a point and click, I guess. Actually, I don't know what the gameplay is yet. You know, other than the visual novel aspect of it. I mean, I've had that dream sequence, which is sort of a point of a logical point and click. But yeah, I'm surprised this hasn't been seen more. Although now that I think about it, that would explain why Aegis Rim was immediately popular, because somebody was smart enough to go, oh, we need lots of people. Anyway, which is the game I played before this. What has been transported to headquarters? Okay, the eyeball would have said that. Oh, I can zoom. Let's zoom to the horse. Horse. Yes, I know. Hey, wait a second.
Iba, can you show me the earliest recorded images of the scene of the crime?
What is your intention?
Shoko's cause of death was blood loss from multiple stab wounds with the ice pick. Naturally, there should be plenty of blood.
Agreed.
But there isn't a single drop on the horse.
Means she was moved there afterwards.
And it was like this when we found it.
Feel like the big cop should have figured that out.
Correct. There are no signs of blood being wiped or washed off, either.
That must mean...
I mean, this is gameplay as well. Not sure how to describe this. Paul. I saw Paul. Not Scoot. Paul. Metal Paul.
I know what you're thinking, Mr. Date.
What?
You wanted to see me dance on that pole, huh?
No.
What the hell are you talking about?
Mr. Date, that horse.
That was stored in the warehouse nearby. Some kids must have broken in and put it up as a joke.
Hang on, I thought they mentioned that the skewed horses were always here. I mean, yes, I know they're from the... Do merry-go-rounds keep spare horses? I mean, I guess that'd be a sensible idea. But also, you know, people who own little merry-go-rounds... I mean, it's not what... They're not... How do I... Carny folk aren't, like, keep back up. You know what? Hang on. I'm just thinking, like, it's pragmatic to a fault to have this many spare horses. And, you know, circuses. I guess this isn't a travelling circus, though. It's like one that lives in the area. I don't know. I don't know enough about... I know this isn't a circus, or I don't know what this is. It's just a tiny merry-go-round and a big top. Whatever the hell that is in the distance. Panda ride. Type that you put a coin in.
A black and white bear? I'm not gonna be punished, am I?
I don't get the reference, Iris.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Just thinking about a game I like.
Oh, it's Danganronpa, for fuck's sake, John. You were literally just talking about it. I'm playing a Spike Jonsoff game, like a Spike, whatever the name's, the company's called. Okay, do you have any more to say? That's a column, John. Do you? Why do I? She's allowed to walk over there, but I have to zoom. Iris, we should go.
Oh, come on! Just a little longer.
We're not at the park. Well, we are at the park. But you know what I mean.
No. I'm already in enough trouble bringing a civilian in here.
Yeah, I feel like... Now, I know like this is how blackmail generally works, but you're just making it worse for yourself, Date, rather than better.
Okay, I guess.
Because now all this is logged. There's a beat cop that saw this all happen. Somebody's going to ask questions.
You alright? Are you okay?
Morning sickness.
She's joking again, Date.
I'm kidding. It's not like I would know.
Get on. I'll give you a ride home.
Yes.
Where did you park the car?
Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh?
You can tell just by lifting me?
Yeah.
Oh, you must cheat at that, like the fairground thing where you
warm, Mr.
you count
Dante.
the peas or sweets or whatever's in the jar. But there's also weighing competition. He'd be great at fairgrounds. They'd probably update fairgrounds when people get that sort of technology. Probably why they keep so many backup horses. Let's look at the dashboard again. It has not changed.
You know, I'm feeling kind of bored.
Has changed. That means every time I go to an old area, I have to click on everything again.
Seriously?
Wheel. It's a steering wheel. Okay. Iris, how are you feeling?
Oh, horrible.
Shame.
Oh, you should worry about me more.
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Maybe I'm just acting.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What if I threw up right here?
I would put it right back where it came from.
Ew, that makes me actually want to throw up.
Iris opened the passenger window. How do I unopen that? Do I have any extra buttons?
Wait, seriously?
No, but I am kind of warm.
The current temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity 60%. It is unlikely that heat would be a factor.
Sometimes it's nice to be cool, Diver.
Hey, Date. They say when you stick your hand out of a car going 100, you get a rush like you're holding D cups.
I don't think they do say that.
Hey, watch it. You'll get your arm ripped off.
Relax, I'm invincible. My arm regenerates like an alien's.
Have you not seen that film? Heredity.
Didn't you tell me that you're gonna die soon?
I've not seen that film either, but that's still.
It feels strange.
Your hand?
No, not that. It feels like I've met you before.
Well, that's nice. But if you don't get your damn hand back in this car right now...
Okay. The wind feels nice.
This feels like setup for another crime later on. I don't know if there's more than one crime in this. Or if it's still just a one big crime.
You should come in.
No, I shouldn't. I should just continue my police work.
No, that's alright. I'm gonna head home.
Boo! Going home already?
I said my goodbyes, then turned to leave. But out of the corner of my eye... a person. With a heartbeat.
Oh, who is this, Iris?
I felt my body freeze. Because that woman... she's... oh, yes, she was in the dream. But I mean, it's dreams, so how much stock can you put in those? No, it can't be. It can't be. I felt like my mind and body were going to be torn in opposite directions. Weird way of phrasing that. As I stood there stunned, Iris grabbed my hand.
Come on, I'll make some tea.
I've already got some tea, thank you very much.
You're...
Nice to meet you. I'm Iris's mother, Hitomi.
Okay.
Miss Hitomi.
It's a strange way of introducing yourself. I mean, I guess, yeah, fine.
And you are?
Kaname Date from the MPD.
I mean, I would have said my name first, then how I was related afterwards.
Police? Are you a detective?
No, Mom.
A brain detective.
Mr. Date said he's...
Iris?
Oh, right.
I mean, you need to be able to tell people your job, buddy.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You can't just say, I'm a secret part of the police. I'm just not going to tell you which part. Because people will be like, well, I don't have to do anything you say then. After an awkward silence, Iris brought her some tea on a tray. Very important detail. She put everything down on the table and sat down on the sofa. Right, let's... Ooh, I can turn it all the way around. No, I can't. Let's look at the speaker system. It's going to be vitally important. It's a speaker system. 2 speakers on a console. 2 speakers on a long, thin box in the middle. I'm going to look at the shelves. A wooden shelf. I'm going to do this for the entire game and it's going to pay off in some way. Ha! It's like... you know?
Mr. Date? What are you staring at?
Your sound system.
My sound system. What about it?
I was just admiring it. I wish I had one that big.
Right.
I got an achievement! Haha! It paid off immediately! I don't know if that was a reference to something, but... yay! An achievement. A wooden shelf. Okay, game. Game. If I'm pointing over this direction, I'm pointing... Oh yeah, I mean, as double entendres go, I feel like it needs to be, there needs to be slightly more to it. But I feel like the game did not need to go out of its way to say there's a plant here, but not here in between the leaves. There is no plant anymore. But here's a plant. There's a plant again. But oh nope, you're clearly not aiming for the plant. Now you're aiming for the plant. There's no plant here. There's no plant right here. What are you looking at? Haha! Surely no. You're pointing at the plant. Of course you are. Yes. Okay. I can see a plant in the corner. I feel like if you were going to make that phrase, I don't know, a speaker system is it's not the most Freudian object you could have used for that joke. I can see a plant in the corner. No insects, unfortunately. Sorry, Hyper. I mean, it's kind of impressive that I can, you know, I can select precisely. Let's use the mouse. Yeah, but like a box would have been fine. Okay, I'm gonna stop. This game's gonna take me 40 hours. I'm covering a bunch of things right now. I could move myself. So far, Iris and her mother, Hitomi, are sitting on the sofa. Window. You can see the trees and the sky outside. Oh, so I can. Light. It's for lighting. Ceiling fan. The ceiling fan is spinning. Phone. The telephone in the corner. Flower.
The flowers.
It's an iris.
I see.
An iris.
It's a flower, did I say?
I thought those bloom in May.
That's the winter iris. Iris ungicularis.
More like Iris ridicularis. Because I wasn't expecting to see irises right now.
They bloom in the cold.
They bloomed just this morning.
I
That's
see.
handy.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. When I saw the flowers this morning, I just knew something good would happen.
Iris, somebody got murdered. Somebody you knew. There's a picture. There's a drawing on the wall. I wonder if Iris drew this when she was younger. I mean, I hope it was a child that drew this. There's a door. There's a door in the back of the room. There's a kitchen counter. I can't see them from here, but there's probably a sink in the stove on the other side. It will forever remain a mystery, wherever there is. I cannot check. But it might be true. Microwave. A microwave.
Iva, let me know if you're cold. I'll pop you in there and warm you up.
I would suggest putting your heart in there first.
I can't take my heart out, but like I can take my eyeball out. But that'd be cool, like as another AI. Dining table.
We could always sit here and ask the spirits what they think.
It's not a divining table.
I suspect that pun was different in Japanese. Actually, that might be true for that as well, now that I think about it. I gotta remember that. There was a joke there, and they had an achievement, and they had to translate it. And somebody did the best they could. There were lots of dishes. A bookshelf. There were no books on it, but it's definitely a bookshelf. Oh, I should know this. Is it a Calyx? From, IKEA. Calyx? I think it's called a Calyx. It's not a Calyx, because a Calyx wouldn't have those bottom sections, and it would be cheaper wood. But, I saw it in the catalogue before, so I know. Well, it might be, actually, because... No, again, the wood, John. Maybe they have different types of calyxes. I'm not sure. An entire calyxy. The lights are off, but people are home. There's, what's it called? Oh no, there's another one there. Mysterious object. The lambent configuration. That's it. Is it lament or lambent? I think it's lambent. There's a calendar and a strange object on the shelf. It's the name of the puzzle box from Hellraiser. That's what I'm referencing. Reminds me of some kind of angel. What is that object? There's another one up there. Bookshelf. I'm sorry, but what is the difference between the bookshelf and... Oh, he's a bookshelf as both. Never mind. A clock. It's a shoebox. I wonder what they smell like. No, you don't. What?
You are beyond perverted.
Hey, these thoughts are private, okay?
Yeah, how does Magic Eyeball read my thoughts? That's... If we can read thoughts using robots, then I feel like crimes would be a lot easier to solve. I mean, it is in my head, but still. Like, functionally, in my... In literally my... It has access, I grant that, but... It's the front door! Okay, let's talk to the people. Why would you ask her age immediately? I'm going to do so now, but...
I'm 37.
So I'm taking it back because that's my age. I'm either 36, 37. I should... Hang on. I'm one of the two.
And Miss Iris here is 18?
Genuinely don't know anymore.
Yup.
I'm close enough.
You were very young when you had her.
Yes, just 19 years old.
What about your husband?
I don't have one.
Divorce?
Mr. Date, please.
It's all right, Iris. I've never been married.
A single mother?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I'm a teacher at the local elementary school.
A teacher? Must be a tough job.
Oh, not for me. I love children. Even the struggles and challenges are quite rewarding for me.
About Venji Okura.
By the way, I heard that you were friends with the president of Lemniscate, Mr. Okiura.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
Eitoku High.
You know it?
I know everything on the internet.
Blimey, that's got to be a burden rather than a gift. Do you know Renju's ex-wife?
Yes, I do. But I only met her twice. Once at Renju's wedding, and then again just a few months ago. Why do you ask?
No reason.
I mean, she's going to find out soon enough. You look chipper.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about a hunch I had this morning.
A hunch?
There are flowers blooming behind me, right?
Yes.
There are, yeah? What about them?
Why the musical note? How long have you been living here?
Since I was born. And Mom was living here before that.
I grew up in this house. I've made a lot of memories here.
I mean, yes, I guess that makes sense.
I've thought about moving before, but I just couldn't bring myself to leave this place.
Why were you considering moving?
Well, because there was... well, I don't know.
Huh?
I saw her! I saw him in my dream last night. No, that's impossible. You seem to be doing well now.
Yeah, thanks to you. I feel as tough as a lion.
supposed to react to that?
Quite.
Don't think about it. You'll only hurt yourself.
About the flowers. Iris was hinting about the flowers blooming behind her. Yeah, I'm a winter iris means good news and hope. Okay, you were saying.
Mr. Date, please drink your tea. It's getting cold.
Alright. Wasn't expecting the computer game to do the hydrate thing. There you go, it's finished.
Oh, right.
We haven't even touched our cups.
You drink your teas then?
Let's have a sip.
Are you left-handed?
It's a more contemplative. You know, this is a pretty chill moment we're having in the middle of a murder game. You know, it took its time to animate somebody taking a sip of a cup of tea, so I can sort of understand it possibly not being as popular with the murder crowd.
Oh,
Mom used to be right-handed.
Why would you be embarrassed about being left-handed? It's not like 1842.
But now...
What? Hang on. What? She used to be right-handed? Did you... What?
it locked up on me.
Oh.
Ah, I see.
Okay. Okay. Okay, fair enough. It's going to be relevant, isn't it? I've been watching a lot of Poirot recently, and I like murder programs anyway. But like, I mean, it's usually obvious who's going to die in Poirot because it's like a evil businessman with like 20 people who hate him, and the episode's called "That Evil Businessman's Going to Die." So you know, there's lots of clues if you want to figure out who's going to die. But like, when they start going, "Yes, Jeeves, bring me the sandwich at exactly 4 p.m." You're like, well, that's going to be relevant. They wouldn't have noted the time, and you get used to who should you pay attention to, because Agatha Christie likes using the staff, and she doesn't cheat. The staff have names and they're introduced, and most of the time they're not murderers, but they sometimes are, and there's enough information. It's a thing that Agatha Christie was famous for not inventing, but popularizing, because there used to be rules never to use. You shouldn't use butlers or staff members because they're not people, and therefore aren't suspects. But like, she broke those types of rules quite often. But like, they're characterized. She's not actually cheating at all. Anyway. That's important. Or it will be. That I have no idea about. Tell me about the flowers, Iris. Yeah, I get that. Pardon me. That tea.
Well, I think it's time for me to be heading home.
I stood and headed for the door. Iris and Hitomi stood politely. Stood aggressively.
Mr. Date, we'll see each other again, right?
No. No, Iris, I had... You know, unless you're a suspect.
You sure you want that?
Or witness.
I'm a cop after all. If you ever see me again, it probably won't be under the best of circumstances.
Oh.
But because you're Mizuki's friend, yeah, we might see each other again.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fine.
She is kind of like my roommate after all.
What?
Anyway, be seeing you. Excuse me. Well,
She's definitely going to
I should
die,
head home.
right?
All right. Take care, Date.
I mean, why am I even wondering about this? We're doing a serial killer case. Like, more than one person has to die for that to work. Why is it not serial? Car.
Date, let's go over the facts of the case.
Good idea.
Yeah! I can see his... It's funny because I was doing it before I knew I could see his face. Myself! Okay, what about the center console? I never saw the center console! It's the center console, the wheel! Ibo is fitted into the center of the wheel. Oh yeah. This is a custom... You'd have to be a custom car. Or at least a custom wheel. Ibo's one of a kind, right? Hang on. Look at myself! Play a game.
Hey, me. Want to play a game? Sure, let's play I Spy. I spy something round.
A wheel.
My eyeball.
Damn it.
Correct. I win.
I will terminate you.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Hi, my name is Kaname Date. Nice to meet you. What? Date? I have the same name. What a coincidence.
Date, you've seen a mirror before, right?
Perhaps he's had too much medication.
Don't push yourself, Date. No, I'm fine, Date.
You do not appear to be fine.
Why are you so judgmental, Eyeball? I'm literally the only person you've known. I should be your norm. Like, you should grade everyone based on me, the person you've seen the most of. About the bloodstains.
When we arrived on the scene, there was no blood on the horse the body was mounted upon.
Which means the merry-go-round wasn't the murder scene. Shoko was killed somewhere else, and then brought there to be displayed. That means Mizuki couldn't have done it. She's 12. She can't move a body or drive a car.
I mean, she could have murdered and then somebody else moved the body.
Were you considering her a suspect?
That's part of the job. If there's even the slightest possibility.
Then this is good news. It means the likelihood of Mizuki being the killer is almost zero.
I knew that from the start. She would never put her hands on her own mother.
Yeah, that's not... yeah. It doesn't matter.
She doesn't have what it takes to commit murder.
About the corpse.
The estimated time of death is yesterday, Friday, around 5 p.m. The cause of death is blood loss from multiple stab wounds to the torso. The weapon used to commit the murder is almost certainly the ice pick Mizuki was holding when we discovered her. There were no fingerprints, hair, or other clues left behind by the culprit.
I'm enjoying this light jazz, but I'm finding it very difficult to find a rhythm to vibe to it. I mean, I can't go faster than this either. Why was Mizuki in the column?
Perhaps she was playing hide and seek.
You're not helping, Iba.
Hide and seek?
It was not a serious suggestion.
I
I was merely joking, as you call it.
Okay. I mean, that's not slang. I was merely employing some banter. Some epic bants, as you call it. Let's hear the timeline of events.
Iba, can you give me a timeline of the events of the crime?
At once.
Continue vibing. Okay, 5
I
p.m.
wonder who sent that Nile message to Mizuki.
What's a Nile message again? Time of death. Unknown sender. Mizuki calls Ota at 8:10. Asks him to accompany her to Bloom Park. Mizuki and Ota discover Shoko's corpse. I'm going to stop vibing for a brief second while I read this. Ota leaves Mizuki, flees the crime scene. Ota reports the crime via payphone. First responders arrive at the scene. Okay.
Probably the culprit themselves.
But Mizuki wouldn't obey the instructions of a complete stranger.
Then Mizuki knew the sender.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or the suspect used her friend's phone.
Iba, can you hack into the phone and find out who sent the Nile message?
Also, delete that video while you're there.
Nile's security protocols are intricate. It will take time to decipher.
But while you're there, delete that video. I can vibe and drive a car. There's me. It's unsettling to see yourself with the naked eye. Unless you're looking at a mirror. Or, I don't know, a video stream. I guess that's not with my naked eye. But, no, it would be it's the same thing, it's the camera. I mean, I'm doing exactly the same. Look, I can see myself vibing. Not sure why that made me cough. I'll stop vibing now. My left eye, Iba, is outside the socket, walking around. No, she isn't. She's in the wheel. That's not walking around. But whatever Iba sees is sent to the optic nerve in my left eye socket. Her body and the terminal. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Like, he's literally seeing that in his eye. Yeah, fair enough. That is different. Her body and the terminal in the back of my eye socket are connected wirelessly. About Shoko's corpse.
The corpse was found tied up on one of the horses of the merry-go-round. This makes it clear that the killer had no intention of hiding their crime. Rather, it appears as though it was displayed deliberately.
Our perp wants the limelight.
Or is attempting to send some kind of message. The corpse was found with her left eye removed. That eyeball has yet to be found. According to Iris's testimony, when Ota first discovered the body, the ice pick was still lodged in the left eye socket.
So why did Mizuki have the ice pick? Could she have taken the eye?
Maybe somebody told Mizuki that they were going to attack her and gave her the ice pick. I'm enjoying this vibing way too much.
Yes, as a matter of fact. I checked the surveillance cameras around Bloom Park again.
So I should have said, anything on your mind?
And I noticed something strange.
Something strange?
Somebody vibing.
There were no cars. Yesterday, in the parking lot and the streets in the vicinity, there was not a single vehicle.
Are you sure?
I am.
Then, how did the suspect move the corpse?
Fireman's carry.